Hello, my beautiful love goods, and welcome back. So in today's build, I'm doing another apartment build, and this one is honestly just an idea that I came up with off the top of my head. I don't know where it came from necessarily, but it is sort of I call it a grunge apartment. I don't really know if that's a proper term, but that's the idea that I was going for. This is kind of like a studio apartment, and I wanted to make it to be like, it's like a band member lives here or something. Like, I don't think grunge is the right word for it. Could it be something else? I'm not really sure. Maybe I'll come up with a different name for this for the video as well as the thumbnail, but that's at least the inspiration. That's where I got the idea. I honestly could have went about it a little bit different, but it just went down a path of just red and black, and that's it. Like, there's no other way of saying it. This build came together pretty quickly. I didn't use any custom content or anything, so it was a pretty short build nonetheless, and so it only took me like 30 minutes to do. It's a really weird build, but I really enjoyed this little bedroom space here because I put lots of posters on the wall and a lot of little random knickknacks, and just yeah, it was an interesting little space. That bed is actually from Outdoor Retreat. It's one of those like camping beds, but I thought it was kind of fun to throw it in an apartment. But this apartment definitely has a weird identity crisis, honestly, because I feel like it's grungy and kind of punky in some ways, but then it has this really strange like modern artist aesthetic. I don't really know. I'm calling it a grunge apartment, but it doesn't necessarily mean it is grungy as in 90s grunge. I don't really know. But yeah, I really made it a pretty eclectic apartment, you could say. It's just, yeah, I built it on the Chic Street, like the Chic Street apartments. It's 1321 Chic Street. I'm pretty sure that's what that says. But yeah, it's a pretty small apartment. It's one of the more affordable ones, but I will say it's still too big. So I actually cut off a part of the apartment by just blocking it off with walls, and I'm like, yeah, there we go. Made it work. And I also use the tool mod to kind of move a door, a window actually. I just moved it over a little bit so that I could fit things a little bit nicely. Obviously, it was not a perfect movement with the tool mod because the Chic Street apartments are a little bit strange in that the tool mod goes by like this internal game grid, and I think the Chic Street apartments are like a little bit offset of that grid, so it's kind of hard to move things very precisely with the tool mod. Well, at least when it comes to windows and doors. Anything else is fine, but like, yeah, like it's harder to move things by typing in like coordinates because like it's obviously not on the grid like straight, so the coordinates are going to be really like crazy. But yeah, so here's where it started to kind of go to a different path a little bit, because I was like wanting that. Okay, you remember in The Sims 1, if you ever played The Sims 1, there's a couch in The Sims 1 that is like this plaid tartan fabric on like the cushions, but then the base of the actual couch is like wood or something. I was wanting that, but I couldn't get that, so I decided this is just going to be a red and black grungy apartment. So yeah, that's where I went with. And so these couches here are from the Moschino pack. I thought they honestly worked quite perfectly here because they had this like modern shape, but this pattern is super like, it's like tartan plaid. It's kind of amazing. Or would you call that flannel? I'm not really sure. It's just that pattern, you know? And so there's a lot of random objects here, but I honestly think this apartment really works. I really enjoy it. It's just kind of this super interesting apartment that isn't really realistic at all, and that's why I kind of love it. Like, this red wallpaper is so wild. It's kind of retro almost, but not quite. I don't know, but here is where I was like, okay, I think I'm just gonna cut off part of this apartment and make it into a studio apartment. So the bathroom is on the other side of the apartment, and it's right next to this kitchen, which is, again, very red and black. I don't know, I'm kind of obsessed with this apartment. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments. It was kind of fun to build. It's really fun to build things that aren't exactly your taste, because you get a chance to kind of explore and like kind of live vicariously through The Sims. just a bit. And yeah, that wallpaper, those like crazy wallpapers that I use, they're both from the base game actually, and they're pretty interesting, and I never really get the chance to use them outside of doing these kind of weird and wacky builds. So yeah, let me know what you think. I really enjoyed it. It is available on the Sims 4 gallery. All you have to do is search for my username, lukeydean, that is LUKEYDEAN, as well as the hashtag Lukey. It is the same as my channel name, but it's all lowercase. So, but yeah, it's cute. It's a fun, weird, wacky little apartment. I tried to use some items that I haven't really used before or haven't used in a while. Like these like shelves there from the Cool Kitchen pack. They have like these little jars and like propped up paintings and stuff, and they actually fit perfectly right there below the little cabinets where the sink is. However, I didn't cover up the weird body outline. I do have a mod installed that basically makes the objects that are like those fixed objects, you know, like the plumbing and like the mouse holes and stuff in the city living apartments. It makes those objects movable so that you can also delete them as well, and you can place them down anywhere you want. It's really cool. I actually have it specifically so I can just remove the items because they're a pain to me when it comes to building, but it is neat to have this mod. I will be sure to leave it linked down below if you want to check it out. It's not been broken or anything from what I can tell, so it's a pretty handy little mod. I really enjoy it. So especially if you're a builder, it's really handy. But here is the bathroom, and I wanted the bathroom to be kind of, you know, a little bit, I don't know, maybe this is what you would call like a modern day like TikTok like style. This gives me TikTok vibes somehow. Like not necessarily e-girl or e-boy, but like it gives me like a vibe that somebody that is like a TikTok person would do. Maybe. I'm not quite sure. Do let me know. That seems to be about right. But anyways, I love you all so much. Be sure to take care of yourselves. Stay safe, stay home, stay healthy, stay hydrated. Drink some water today, because guess what, y'all? I actually did drink enough water, and I have a new rule where I can't have coffee until it's after 1 p.m. and I can only drink water. And you know what? I am thriving right now. But anyways, thank you all so very much for watching. Stay weird and beware of the nargles.